Pokémon Legends Z-A launched a little while ago, and I streamed my first playthrough of the game here on YouTube. I was highly anticipating the launch of the game, as it was the first time I ever pre-ordered a Pokemon game. Growing up, I would always get the new installment of the Pokemon franchise for Christmas, since it was and still is my favorite video game series. The additional launch of the Switch 2 months before made me do an adult thing, saving money and putting it aside for something that I wanted. Basically, Pokemon teaches good money handling habits, hence why Pokemon is the highest growing media franchise in the hundreds of billions. Anyway, before even starting to play the game, I knew it was going to have a special place in my heart. I sifted through online banter and critiques to attempt to have my own opinion as much as possible, and I think I did an okay job in avoiding. This video will be broken up by what happens each day that I streamed, so please refer to this area for the day counter. I'll be sure to remind you all as well. On that note, please sit back, relax, and witness my first playthrough of Legends Z-A. My Switch 2 came on time, 10/16, however I had lots of videos and responsibilities to attend to, and my day 1 of playing Z-A was on 10/22, almost a week later. After learning how to explode eardrums, I started my first day and was on for roughly 3.5 hours. After getting off the train running out of the station, we are stereotyped for having a large bag, being called a tourist, and being judged for my big old travel bag. All this while getting asked to help this complete stranger. I'm then told I should get rid of my hotel reservations and go to a Hotel Z before being interrupted by a Quasartico Inc. advertising. Insert the Welcome to Pokemon breakdown here. At least Skidoo is back and cute. Thanks to the big screen, a panda swipes my big old travel bag, and our still unnamed demanding stranger helps me get my travel bag back. After cutting through an alley, we run into the trainer of the Pancham, revealing our not-so-secret admirer's name, Tawny. She's too proud to fight 2v1, so instead I want to go fight for my possessions. I am then tasked with having to do the impossible, picking out my starter Pokemon, so that I can get my bag back. Growing up, I always picked the water starter, and old habits die hard, so we picked the ever-so-reliable Croc. Legends Z-A battle style is one like no other. The turn-based game you know and love has been revamped for high speed and intense pacing. Its moves now work on cooldown timers instead of power points. You can unleash an onslaught of range and close-up moves to evade and take out your opponent. This, with a combination of status moves, makes fights much faster than the past mainline titles. There's probably more strategy with the cooldown timers than you can use if you roughly remember times, and use them in accordance with each other so that you are constantly pushing out damage. Overall, it's a very interesting dynamic that keeps the game fresh. The time has progressed so much so that now it's nighttime, and in Lumiose, the city-wide gang war starts, where people are divided by letters in the alphabet to assume ranks. This is a daily event known as the Battle Zone. Battle zones are scary situations if you are new to the city, as strangers from all ranks from Z to A gather into sections of the city with Pokemon out, ready to battle anything they see, like bloodhounds. There's probably some kind of incentive for these fights, but all I can assume is that I stepped too close to this waitress, and we are ambushed by her and a Cleffa. Still trying to escape the battle zone, we are cornered by 3 trainers who want to take us on for street cred, as the kids say, and a familiar flower floats to free us from our foes. Floette shoots the moon with its laser beam piss, and they scurry off like the scared dogs they are. Is this how people are treated in cities filled with crime? Is this technically crime? What excuses the actions of the folks being forced into battle that weren't even aware of? I mean, I've been here for 6 hours maybe. I've been kidnapped, robbed, and attacked on 2 different occasions. I thought this was a kid's game. Before going to Hotel Z, we finally learn how to nickname our Pokemon, so we give a warm welcome to Munch, the Totodile. Our reliable starter has a neutral nature, and I love the blank gaze that he has. We meet the flower trainer, a 3,000-year-old man by the name of AZ, the king of older times. He was looking over our items after Chikorita and Tepig ran to the hotel with them, and was nice enough to let us stay at his hotel for free. I had a hotel set up across town, but no, instead I am hanging out in a very overgrown place with literally not a sign of a guest in this hotel. I think this is what Tawny was looking for though, people to support the hotel, so kudos for saving me money. Try to rest after my way too eventful day, but Tawny makes me look at the stars or something. She really likes this place, so I can't really disrespect her drive so much. I still can't really get over her hair or inability to actually give me fist bumps though, kind of doing a weird hovering action instead. The next day finally comes, and I am well rested and ready to take on the day and start a new life in Lumiose City. Upon going down the elevator, we are introduced to what the Z-A Royale really is, and getting pulled into the turf war myself. My phone rings with an invitation to the Royale. Talk about timing, which I don't think I can truly decline because of my extreme prowess. Lumiose is indeed wild. Tani thinks she's slick, throwing in a voila as she puts her phone number on my Rotom phone. She then introduces the name of her specific crew, MZ, and definitely convinces me that I want to join this gang upon my own will. Of course, she's extremely surprised when I accept her request. Who'd thunk? I put on my colors and now I feel so hard, man. Like I've been MZ from the beginning. What? After a terrible profile picture for my registration, we meet MZ member and dancer Lita and have a battle against Tani. She still has the other two starters, Tepig and Chikorita, on her team, but at this point levels are too high and with moves with type advantage are not used, granting a quick win against our fellow team member. After jumping off rooftops, we acquire the Pokédex app and I register Munch. One down, so many to go. Similar to Sword and Shield games, there's a large area filled with wild Pokemon. They are named wild areas, as wild Pokemon appear in these areas. They're not called wild areas. They were called wild areas. I can't believe I just wrote that down. Wait a minute. That's it. Similar to Sword and Shield games, there's a large area filled with wild Pokemon. They are named wild zones, as wild Pokemon appear in these zones. I can't believe I just wrote that. Anyway, the catching and battling style is similar enough to the Legends Arceus games, focusing on a specific Pokemon, throwing a ball, and crossing your fingers. Backstrikes seem to also affect catch rate. Some Pokemon are more aggressive and will deflect balls upon throws. The whole enchilada in 60 FPS. I make headway through Wild Area 1, making my way to the Pokemon Lab, being introduced to the ever so frustrated scientist Mabel. The only way I remember this woman is the association she had with Team Flare, but it seems she is acting director in this story. I'm still not sure where in the Pokemon space-time continuum we sit, but there are many clues alluding to an alternate Kalos altogether. Strange. Mabel has way too many missions for us, named Mabel's Research, who gives us TMs and other useful items. We'll even meet Naveen, who gives us a hat for our very bogus setup. He's very into clothing and has a cute Scraggy as his partner. Also designed the jacket that we currently have. Cool guy. Upon our return to Hotel Z, we have a couple with Tani and are given the matchup for our first ever promotion match against a trainer named Zach. Promotion matches are necessary to ascend the rankings, which is done by getting ourselves a challenger ticket. This, of course, is an activity only at night established by areas called battle zones. When night falls upon Lumiose, a battle zone is created, in which trainers of similar rankings group up in battle for points, so that they can eventually create a challenge ticket. We are able to ambush trainers, but if they catch us, we could be in trouble as the opponent will have a free shot at our Pokemon. Lita, Naveen, and Tani all join to help out on the way, but a lot of our methodology is sneaking up, hitting close range attacks after an advantage, and then continuing to wail on our opponents. Prize medals are also useful items that can influence the amount of prize money we receive after the battle zone closes, so we really want to focus on picking up every medal to ramp up our earnings. After 3 wins, we already have 1,000 points, creating our challenger ticket and allowing us to go battle against Zach for our promotion match. Zach is a taxi driver who would use his wish to take away all forms of transportation in Lumiose except taxis. This could be terrible for infrastructure, but what do I know about city planning? Either way, Zach has been at the lowest rank forever, so apparently this will be an easy fight. He leads with a Slowpoke, who is by far the most formidable Pokemon we have had to face off against. Munch is able to beat it one-on-one, and our Mareep switches in to take out the following Pidgey. Pikachu is last, and to save Mareep's life, I swap in our Bunnelby, who is able to take out Pikachu and allowing us to become a rank Y trainer. This was Zach's 100th loss. I do feel kind of bad, but he was asking for it. We meet Emma, a detective who's on the lookout for a person for Tani. Manhunt? Anyway, Naruto runs away, and we finally make it back to the hotel. I'm not sure how these people do it in Kalos. They really are up 24/7. If you can't stay up late, you can't wake up, and seems like a very tiring lifestyle. Maybe I'm just not built for it. I'm not sure. We evolve our first ever Pokemon, Weedle, into Kakuna, who won't be here long, but I'm very thankful for the evolve at any time mechanic. It makes flexibility for learning certain moves later, stops the spamming B button over and over and over again, and is nice quality of life I'm all here for. Terragon and the Rancine construction crew leave screws all over the place, and we are able to exchange these screws for plushies of a popular streamer named Canary. Yes, like the bird. The red one lets our Pokemon gain a higher percentage of experience overall. Tani then has us jump off a bridge because our phones will save us all. Don't worry. Submit to the phones. Submit. Submit. We discover another wild area named Wild Area 2. God dang it, I go to the wild area. It's a wild zone. we discover a wild zone named Wild Zone 2. Which gives us a few water and grass types, building up our level to 4 on Mabel's research and getting the TM for Protect. Cool. Upon leaving the area, we get the Quick Claw item, which has become my favorite in this game due to its style. With a Quick Claw held, you get the chance to reset your move time at an incredible speed, enabling Pokemon to get multiple repetitive and consecutive hits in no time. It really makes me miss the turn-based style system just because of how fast you can dish out damage. I'm in love. We grab coffee and meet the secretary at Quartardico Inc., Finny. He seems okay, hits the gym a bit, nice build. At the entrance of Wild Zone 3 is Ivor and his group, the Fist of Justice, who want to save the people of Lumiose from the ever-expanding Wild Zones. He has a selling point of being able to fight Pokemon ourselves. I will not duke it out with the Machamp, thank you. Anyway, Tawny speaks under her breath, so I have to go fight for her against the 4th strongest member of the... Josie uses a Machop and a Meditite, both of which fall into Munch. Ivor will use his wish to abolish Wild Zones, which is noble for the people, but I don't think it will be that simple. We get more evolutions, also add a Esper to our team, who we named Cat's Meow. Get it? Because it's the cat's meow? Oh? Well, if you watched the stream when I played live, you too could have named a Pokemon. Remember to like and subscribe if you have gone this far. I can't believe you held out for so long thus far anyways. To the Looker Bureau, where our new friend Emma works. She's introduced us to side missions, tasks that don't progress the main story but are essential for 100%ing it. Specific items, and special events, as well as Pokemon that are also involved in them. As part of the main story, we have to do some side quests, ironically. And I want to assume that this is the only time that we need to do so, but I think having a good mix of both side and main missions is a good way to advance. We have 3 to complete in this leg, which involves beating up a Sableye to get a ring bag for a nice lady outside Wild Zone 4, beating a very large rabbit known as an Alpha, who we catch of course, as well as trading a Pikachu for a person who wanted to evolve a Pokemon with a Thunderstone. We are given a Heracross for the trade, named Boys. I don't see myself using it at this time, so Boys will hang out in the box. 3 missions done. We are congratulated by our friend, and Emma is inspired to battle us at front of the Bureau. She has a Mareep, whom I told her that I was able to maneuver around the electric sheep. Then to flex, she sends in her Ampharos and gives us a first-hand introduction to the phenomenon known as Mega Evolution. This temporary boost in power was a staple in the X and Y games, and grants a 100 base stat total boost for a specific Pokemon. Ampharos is one of many, and you cannot tell me this Pokemon is not majestic. Directly after our battle, Yvonne is assigned as our rank Y promotion match. Fitting alteration of the names, pretty cool. Wild Zone 5 opens up, and we find the boy himself, Bellsprout. Well, we get attacked by a level 25 Alpha Bellsprout who starts working through my team of teens. I can't keep up with the flower, attacking our own person as well as one-shotting our partners. I run out of the wild area, heal, and since the health stays at the same, we walk back in and easily catch the Alpha. Nice. I don't want to be too overleveled so soon, so I grab another Bellsprout and name him Bunter. My partner in crime, we're ready to take on the world. Additionally, reaching level 8 on Mabel's research after evolving another Pokemon. After catching some more in the Wild Zone, nighttime falls over the city and time for the Battle Zone. We evolve for a Flaffy and get over to the Battle Zone. Battle cards are also introduced to us, which is an additional way to rack up prize medals and points by completing side goals. These missions are typically using specific move kinds, using super effective attacks, and even sneaking up to and knocking out a Pokemon. Unlike before, we are not as restricted with where we can go and how many trainers we can fight, so I really take my time running through the battle zone for as many missions and generate prize medals on many for a big payout. 3,000 points is all we need for our challenger ticket, which we could get at 5 wins, but what's one more? What's one more? We even beat a ranked X trainer, which I was unaware high ranks would appear in the same battle zone, but I'm not complaining. We evolved for a Fletchinder and as well as Munch into Croconaw, so much power coming our way. 14 wins into the battle zone, I decided to call it a wrap, especially since the sun will be coming up soon. Of course, at this point, you can do your promotion match at day or nighttime, but I was definitely unaware of such. Don't worry about it. We got level 10 on Mabel's research and approach the hard-working Yvonne. She wants to have a marathon if she wins. Interesting, but promotion match time. Much easily handles her Spritzy and Swirlix combination of bubble beams and slashes. Lashes Vivillon, Vivian, who is knocked out quickly thanks to the quick claw activations and Ice Fangs, granting us an upgrade to the X rank trainer. Battle Zone deactivates, and I end up making about 26 grand, which is very much worth the 14 battles. That was not counting prize money and the value of the items we also gained. The next morning, Leto peer pressures Naveen to battle so we can get to know him a little bit more. Open up a bit. He leads a spinner rack into my croc, taking 2 hits to take it out. Sableye a little bulkier, 3 hits to end it. Then comes Scraggy, a very defensive fighting type, who actually survives for a little while. We learn Naveen wants to really make it work as a fashion designer, but his grandmother is wanting him to pursue school, getting him a place of the misfit toys of Hotel Z. We're also assigned to the next trainer for our promotion match, a fellow ex-trainer, Javi. Well, since we were assigned our next trainer to get to rank W, I guess it's time for a battle montage. 10 wins in, our Bellsprout reaches high enough level to evolve into Weeping Bell. Pretty sick if you ask me. I get one before the notification of Dawn is approaching, and I think it's time for another promotion match. Javi is very excited and uses the letter X too many times, leading with a Venipede. It is easily defeated by our Fletchinder, as well as his Kadabra, who is knocked down in 1 hit after setting up a light screen. Roselia comes in next, but also fainted to 1 hit of Wing Attack, bringing in a Furfrou as the final Pokemon. It is able to defeat my bird, but since it does not have the ability Fur Coat to double its defense in this game, we are able to put the dog down with Munch. The next morning we connect with Lidamore, who forgot something at the hotel before her dance practice, so now it is time to battle her and get to know more of her story. Before we do, we evolved our Alpha Bunnelby into Diggersby, and this is how the first day ended for me, looking at this big bunny. It's actually a very scary sight if you think about it. Too much thinking. We start day 2 fresh and approach Leto with her bag of misfit toys as she challenges us to a Pokemon battle. Seems she's really into the water typing, starting off with the Clawcher, who is defeated by her sheep. We swap it to our starter Munch to take care of the Vanillite, and her Staryu is defeated by my Weeping Bell. We are then given our opponent for our next promotion match, Wintaro the Waiter. Sounds like it's time to generate another Challenger's ticket. In this stream I was messing around with a few streaming elements, which will make these borders and stream notifications hang out for a little while, but I forgo the idea eventually, mostly for the sake of the video, but hopefully y'all don't mind for now. We are called to Mabel's office, in which we are given the age-old question, Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle? I started this game with Totodile, so Squirtle is a no-go, but let's hear what Livestream Hunter had to say about it. So this is a fake grass poison type, because, you know, we got the best guy right here. I already have a water type, so, or my starter's a water type, I should say. So I think the obvious choice here is Charmander, sadly. I did not notice this as well, but Charmander is 151st inside of this Pokedex. It feels like the company wanted me to go down this route. I also discovered additional colorful screws, items that can be given to construction workers at the Rain Scene Construction for additional buffs to the player. These include experience gain, catch bonuses, prize money, mega shards in the wild, as well as taking less damage from wild Pokemon. Getting all the screws will be vital for completion, but I also see the great use coming from all 5 of these, really. Green Plush might be a crutch if you ask me, your walking skill issue. We are able to skip to nighttime quicker, however I don't opt into skipping the time. Instead, I do my mindless prowling until it activates. Alright, time for a turf war. We sneak up to the multitude of trainers, getting truly acclimated with the strategies and move orders needed to defeat the NPCs. I do appreciate the buffs and help that is given by the other trainers after you defeat them. It just makes the Challenger ticket grind that much more fun. I put Charmander to the ringer and evolve into Charmeleon in the process of getting my ticket. Send my Crocodile off a building, and after our 9th battle, we have enough points for a Challenger's ticket. I was very focused in this process since I was under the impression that the promotion match also had to occur at the same time as night. Still, so it's gonna be fun when I actually figure it out. But apparently you can keep all your points and have it carried on to multiple days in the future. So I'm very slow. We go to face Rintaro for our promotion match, and boy are we hyped. Simisage leads into our starter, and after trading some blows, we end up on top. Simipour is able to get us low, so Weeping Bell had to switch in and take out the aquatic monkey. I switch into our sheep for Simisear, but the monkey is able to take out our poke, which is not what I was expecting. Moveset seriously hurts this guy. Crocodile with less than 20 HP is able to trade blows and take out the Fire Monkey, increasing our rank to V. Life Hunter watches the booty glow, gets dragged up a building for chasing down the Zygarde and being introduced to Rogue Mega Evolution. Lumiose City is diseased with a phenomenon that makes Pokemon who can Mega Evolve do so without the help of a trainer. These Pokemon are always wild, but they are very, very strong and will definitely attack us at any chance they get. AZ helps us by letting a Lucario that is holding the Lucario Knight, as well as the Mega Keystone. Thank goodness for type matchups in Lucarios, as we witness our first ever Mega Evolution in the playthrough. It is time.
Alright, Lucario, Mega Evolve!
Alright, now I should be able to wail on him. What's very unique is the amount of times you can Mega Evolve. With the energy that is released from the opposing Rogue Mega, you can nearly stay Mega Evolved the entire time, or you can revert to transform multiple times. After beating the Absol, it likes us so much it decides to join our team. The next day, we are greeted by Tawny, who informs us the situation that we need to attend to with the big company Cosarco. But before that, it's battle time, in which we are forced to add Absol to our party and Mega Evolve versus her. Tawny leads with the other starter Pokemon, who are now Pignites and Bayleaf. Going Mega into the fight instantly makes me KO both starters very quickly, and Mega Magnetric follows up. We were very close to being knocked out, being paralyzed in the process, but Absol completes the sweep. Can't really focus, however, so I decided to go finish off Wild Zone 1. In the process, a viewer gives me the best name for the Charmander line, which I am very surprised to see aloud. I think it might be blocked. Of course it's not blocked. I get a mission about a shiny Mareep, which is the Legends Arceus equivalent to the Frey Ponyta inside the story. I take way too long since I don't know what a rooftop is, and after climbing the ladder, Mareep! Shiny Mareep! You're just gonna leave it there? But it's just sitting there! What? Welcome to New Meep. Yeah, he's gonna switch right now. I switch my shape around with this one because it's pretty. There's nothing wrong with the first Meep, but it's clearly not as flashy as the new Meep. I know my love for shiny Pokemon came from one of the times I played through Leaf Green, in which I found a random shiny Bellsprout right in time for my fight against Misty. I have loved Bellsprout since, and I think I make that quite obvious as well if you know me. Shiny Pokemon just feels so rewarding. I would never run around with a full team of shiny Pokemon unless that was my purpose, since it feels like a designation that should be reserved for the ones you care about the most. If everyone was shiny, no one would be shiny, would they? I dump money into different outfits since I can't stand the green jacket and learn how fun battle zones are when it comes to hunting Pokemon. Alright. Oh, he's probably gonna run. No! I hate battle zones. Why did you cut me off from catching a Cleffa? In the midst of our filler episode, we evolve Esper and Meowstic and Crocodile into Feraligatr. Upon reaching Cosarco Inc., we have to defeat some Cardadenes, after which we could finally have a conversation with Vinny. He wants Team MZ to help out with the efforts of quelling the rogue Mega Evolutions, and to trust our strength as we are given the assigned promotion match against him as a test. With the completion of this match, we are also granted the boost from rank V all the way to rank F. Oh, wow. Vinny has 4 Pokemon the most trainer has had so far, starting off with the Houndoom. Feraligatr beats it, and then is able to take out the next Sharpedo and little baby Baneri. Tramp is 4th, and I'll let Life Hunter take over the rest of the fight. No! No! In my Mega Glove! Oh, coming up here! Okay, okay. What the heck is that? Yo! Alright, it's time, Absol! Mega Evolve! Come on, Sword Stance! Oh! Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Get in there. Alright, Night Slash. Slash slash. Quick attack. Yo, he like went full Drake though. Wow, that is pretty. Look at my guy. Jesus. 2 thumbs up. That was easy. After their tea break, I get distracted again. Find a bunch of spupa in a museum before hearing more about why Kosardico needs our help. AZ has been able to help, but I think they might be bullying him for his old age, which does not make much sense at this point. We see a very uninterested president before learning that we can buy Mega Stones from our shards. It's beautiful. Oh man, it's time to get on the grind. A strategy meeting is put in place in which the MZ members organize how they want to take on the Rogue Megas. I'm a little concerned with the Emporium's insurance, however, since I guess this place is a little bit more important than anywhere else. Naveen literally starts watching a stream midway through. Totally another place. AZ approaches us after the meeting and hands us the Feraligrite. What is this? Water dragon? Oh my gosh. Day 3 started with insane echoing, as I had no idea what setting I switched around to make it terrible. The game audio was deafening, and you could hear me speak 3 times whenever I did, so I'll spare your ears for a little while. The first Rogue Mega we go for is Slowbro, since we have Absol at our disposal. Slowbro's side beams go through the entire map, which forces me to pay attention to where I'm standing to avoid the mess as much as possible. Due to recency bias, I use my Feraligator first against the Slowbro. I only have Crunch for super effective damage, so Pig Knight and I are not really doing much here. I finally wake up, use my Mega Absol to take some health out of the Slowbro. It is not bulky though, so it goes down after a couple of hits. After rolling for my dear life a couple of times and with a couple more crunches, I finally take out Slowbro and take its Mega Stone. The next Rogue Mega on our list is Camrupt with the assistance of Lita. Luckily we have a quad weakness on our hands, which definitely makes this fight go much faster, even with just Aqua Jet being used. Mega Camrupt also leaves multiple lava rocks around the field that can be detonated, so we have to watch out for such explosions and destroy some when we get the chance. Our Feraligator does end up fainting, so we're switching to Absol to try and finish off the Camel, and after some more wailing, we receive the Camruptite. It's finally time to evolve our sheep, giving us Ampharos. I just have a team of Pokemon who all want to Mega Evolve into Dragon types. Pretty goofy if you ask me, but what do I know? Speaking of, we evolve our Charmeleon into Charizard, so now the name is truly fitting. Time to go beat up the goat. Naveen is waiting for us in front of Victory Bell, and this Mega is so goofy like the Pokemon itself, I love it. I do feel the love he's sending as I am targeted heavily in this fight by the Mega, more so than I ever have been in the past fights. Victory Bell also shoots acidic poison all over the map as its special move, so we have to be smart enough with where we walk to avoid it as much as possible. With some smart switches into Absol and Feraligator, we are able to break through the plant to get the coolest item in the game. 3 of 3 done. Upon returning to the hotel, Zygarde battles us. After being a doggo, it gives us a completely unremarkable Pebble. We are also introduced to a trainer who goes by the name L, who seems to know way too much and has had a grudge against our friend AZ. We are also given our next title match against a streamer sensation named Canary. Naveen is quite the fanboy who does not want to help us without proving our worth first in a battle. Feraligator is able to beat up the Ariados and Sableye who come in, and with Mega Evolution makes quick work of the Scraggy. Naveen is willing to help now, but we have to do our usual grind for points for a challenger ticket. Upon figuring out what the Stone Emporium is, we evolve our Victory Bell finally. I get caught up with the clothes as usual and switch to a goofy outfit once again before completing side missions, wearing bogus temporary outfits, witnessing the most beautiful Badoosie until nighttime comes and the battle zone starts. Our goal is to reach 32,000 points so that we can beat up Canary, which I thought previously would be an impossible feat in one night. We were able to build up just enough points by 12 wins. I don't think I give enough credit to just how many fights you can squeeze into a night. I ended up beating double the number I needed and getting almost $90,000 in one night. Whew! Naveen wants us to go to the Whiz Quiz contest. This is the only way we can actually set up the promotion match against Canary. This quiz involves multiple rounds of quiz questions about Canary, mostly wired for people who are true fans of hers. However, we have a wire and basically cheat the system to answer questions about her gaming career, favorite foods, and her favorite Pokemon type. This gets us to round 2. Round 2 puts us on the mission to go ahead and find Electros' favorite dessert, and of course the guy in the chair has the answer. A rival Kinetic is already at the cafe, of course, so we go buy the same dessert to make sure that we can pass round 2. Round 3 is super simple. Beat the other Kinetic who made it this far and answer one final question afterwards. Victorville begins strong, beating the Helioptile and Emolga, and is also able to defeat the Ace Raichu. The last question was given to us by our guy in the chair, and we request the promotion match as a reward for winning the Whiz Quiz Challenge. This brings us to Racine Construction. Not really the destination I had in mind until Tarragon stops and challenges us to a battle himself. He's a formidable ground type user, starting off with Hippowdon. Victorville dodges around the spikes and is able to take out the Hippo in his falling Digger's Beat. Ensue Mega Reaction.
I'm not gonna Mega right now. Light screen, you got a plus move. Oh shit. Okay, Excadrill has a Mega. Oh gosh, here we go. Oh my god! What is that? Oh my god, dude! Oh no. Goodbye, Victorville, I'm sorry.
I follow up by Mega Evolving our starter and taking out the Mole. Speaking of Mole, Tarragon was being a fake this whole time as well. He was the one projecting the hologram. What a goofy guy. Oh yeah. The whole construction crew comes in to support Canary, who is cut off from streaming because of our challenge. Heliolisk is first against Bunter, 3 hits to take him out. Ampharos comes in second, but there's not a lot Ampharos can do in general. Sunfisk is third, who paralyzes our Feraligatr, and her Ace comes in and Mega Evolves. We Mega our starter, who missed the flip turn and gets knocked out. Ugh. I switch in Absol, we beat the Eel, and we get rank E, and a Rage Quit. Oh gosh. Oh, that's a lot. Canary knows of the guy in the chair and gives us a signed plushie from Canary herself. How sweet. We still have business to attend to, however, and I end up day 3 before our strategy mission for more Rogue Megas. Day 4 starts with a pleasant surprise. I'll let Live Hunter take that away.
We have some developments. There's this little guy, this little woman, Aphrodite here, traded in from a friend, and I am extremely grateful for this pretty sucker right here. I mean, just look at her.
I love Bellsprout. It's always been my favorite Pokemon, and I really want to make use of the new Mega, so I evolve all the way to Victreebel with the Leaf Stone. Our next 3 Rogue Megas are Beedrill, Hawlucha, and Banette. As usual, the Taurus is forced into doing the heavy lifting for this quad, which is just so odd to give so much trust to someone. Inspirational, really. Tani teaches us how to fly with our phone, and now it's time to beat up Beedrill.
Oh my gosh! Dude, he is going for me so aggressively! Oh! Oh my gosh! So many shots at me, dude. Okay, we got him halfway through his health. He gave an attack? Oh my gosh! I thought I was dead there. I thought I was dead there. Oh my gosh. No! Oh my gosh! Flamethrower, one more. Nice! Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I thought I was gonna die there.
The phenomenon of Rogue Mega Evolution seems to be affecting the people of Lumiose, and we're just approached by a construction worker who is astonished by the event. Banette is next, and is a pretty fun battle. The gimmick is that Banette wants to duplicate itself over and over again, which is way too confusing for me, but to follow up, I just stick to attack them all with Absol.
Whew. Wowzers. Alright. Kill some fakes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, Banette is dying. Dude. Oh, there's like 7 of them now. What was that? He didn't die. Oh my gosh, he just lived it. Oh, I guess that's the real one, huh? Ooh, ooh. Where are they coming from? Stop. One more knockoff. He dodged last second. He did that on purpose. That's it. Very nice.
Hawlucha is last and is one of the advertised Megas. I was looking forward to this one.
Oh my gosh, all these moves are such, like, so much closer range than I, like, even remember them being. You know, for a melee attacker, he's only using ranged moves, and it's very confusing. Okay, he's looking at me. He walked up to me and tried to raw dog me with an aerial ace. Now, that's crazy. Come on, Charizard. Oh, that just hit me directly. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, oh gosh. No, I actually got knocked out. Oh my gosh, what? Oh my gosh, dude, no way.
And I died. I can't believe I fainted at the end of the fight, man. That is so annoying. Second try, since I am a walking skill issue, goes a lot smoother on my end. Charizard is taking all kinds of damage, but I was able to take it out without taking too much damage myself, finishing off the Rogue Megas for this rank. This, of course, caused our rank up match to be assigned, which is against Ivor of the Fist of Justice. So now it's time to ambush and beat up way too many trainers, as well as seeing shiny Mega Victory Belt for the first time. I wanted to get the most out of my battle since it was already nighttime, so I ended up doing a couple before daybreak. On the next day, after 10 battles, I finally get the Challenger's ticket, which allows us to battle Ivor. Josie wants to take revenge first, so the first fight I have is against her Machoke and Medicham. Ivor comes running back to his dojo on the search for his lost sister Gwen. So of course, as a distressed older brother, he goes to Detective Emma to help her investigate the case of his missing sister. After digging around, we are required to get a Pokemon who has the move Ice Beam so that we can stop a fountain from working and enter the Lumiose sewers. This has encounters with Ghost type, Dragon type, as well as Dark type Pokemon. Being locked out of continuing on, Emma has a smart idea of letting us catch a Klefki, and after that, Ivor gets inspired.
We must let hold fist become the key. Once our path is open, thanks to my power, Justice Punch. With that, the way is clear. Let's press on. Oh my gosh, he just punched the doors out. What does it call it? Brute force. Anyway, let's hurry after him. Oh, the Naruto run. Oh my gosh.
Ivor tries his luck again with the Fist Key, which reveals a wall hiding behind a secret tunnel to Gwen, a very respectable, annoyed younger sister. She wants to be left alone, hence her reason for hiding out, so you have to go and fight her and her Ghost-type party.
You already know what's about to happen. You too cool looking at... Yup, okay. Wait a minute, I ain't seen this Mega yet. Oh my gosh. Holy chandelier.
After doing the fun babysitting, we now have to fight the big baby himself in our promotion match. He leads Heracross. Of course it has Rock Blast for Charizard. Medicham and Machamp go down quickly, and I see the best Mega in this game.
They're giving everyone a Mega. How many Megas did they even add in this game? Oh, the Pledge of Justice! Oh! Oh my gosh, it's the Phalanx Megazord. It's the Megazord. Oh, to die in one hit. I want Phalanx. I really want Phalanx. That is beautiful. Absol can go. Everyone can go. I want Phalanx on my team. What the?
Such swift justice is delivered, and he gives me bulk up TM after our battle. The next morning, a concerned Lita comes in, talking about the dangerous Rust Syndicate and how Tawny borrowed a lot of money to try and promote the hotel. Advertising expenses, of course, so we will have to go help her out of the pickle that she got herself into. We'll leave that for tomorrow. The Rust Syndicate. They have the reputation of using way too many poison types and giving out loans with impossible interest rates. Most people end up giving indentured servitude to pay off their debts. That's insane, right? This is like real gang. Are we sure this is okay? Is this legal? Anyway, after entering the hideout that's not so hidden, a man with a nice facial hair named Felipe challenges us to a battle. Ironically, he has a team full of only steel types. We get to beat him and get introduced to a new Mega.
Armory? No. Wait, what? Skarmory Mega evolves? Yo! What? Why is he golden now? Oh my gosh! Oh, too quick. Oh, poor bird.
After that battle, we meet the boss Corbu, who breaks down the agreement that Tawny made with the Rust Syndicate. She borrowed way too much money with the expectation to pay off everything the very next day. That's pretty steep, you know? I tried to avoid being a hired gun, but Lita steals the show and makes us have to work to pay off the debt. This whole time, Tani has just been MIA, but finally comes back in the middle of a strategy meeting to figure out her mess. The next 3 rogue megas are also revealed, being Mawile, Barbaracle, and Ampharos. My first desire is being a Barbaracle, as it's a completely new mega evolution. It even changes from the water rock to the fighting rock typing. It took me so long to find this rogue mega since I was unaware of the true route to take, but we make it eventually. This Pokemon needs a chill pill though, it almost killed me twice in this fight. Next is Mawile with Tani, who I have just the thing for. Yes, that's right, Charizard. The more I play with the Pokemon, the more OP fire types seem in the progression of the story. It really has a great matchup into most of our opponents thanks to the good coverage and stats. This Rogue Mega falls so easy. Before the last Rogue Mega, Gwen wants revenge for her defeat in the sewers. She does have an additional Pokemon in the form of Gengar, but the battle is still super easy due to their weak defensive stats. We finally can approach the Ampharos. Yeah, it's time to finally get this Mega Stone. I don't really have anyone who can do solid super effective damage, but a good combination of both Victory Bell and Absol is able to topple the sheep. Corbu ruins our excitement, and our services are requested.
But, oh gosh. Like, literally Hitman. This whole game is just circled around gang violence, bruh. I don't know. Guess we got no choice. Alright, we owe them some money.
Our first job is clearing out an abandoned house from residing ghost types that I nearly died to, but Corbu needs us to do some more running around. The next job is running in the sewers to clear up some mega crystals, 27 clumps to be exact. We get the first name drop with the L character actually being Lysander, which makes sense, but whoa, 5 years did him dirty. Third, we come to some folks from the Society of Battle Connoisseurs, SBC for short, who are trying to recruit children to join. Corbu is not the biggest fan of such action, so we had to disband the fairy types. So many gangs in this game. Just down the street is Tani and the president of Cosargo, and I guess some people have connections in high places, because it's time to battle some random people who do not like the president's actions. This group is known as the Lumiose Safety Group, which brings our total current gangs to 5. After beating such a villain, we are called to Corbu's office for a one-on-one conversation. In such discussion, he waives the rest of the interest that occurred for what is due from Tani. In return, he wants a battle. Of course, 2 seconds later, our promotion match is set up against him to get promoted to the C rank.
Oh, okay, let's do this. Oh, he's a baller. Oh, I went to the wrong spot. I am so slow. I literally just backtracked. Oh my gosh. This is why I also don't play, like, platforming games. Like, I'm so bad at platforming games. It's insane. Oh yeah, Rock Slide's definitely gonna kill from here. No, I'm off the building. No. Are you serious? This is literally what I was just stuck through trying to explain. I suck at obstacle course, like in platforming. And then I fall off the map. I fall off a building. That's just like so fitting.
38,000 points is what we need for our ticket, and thanks to completing many missions alongside the fights, it takes us up to 14 battles just to get it. Afterwards, we head straight to Mr. Poison himself, Corbu, so we can have our promotion match. He leads with the Arbok who dies fast, a Gyarados who dies faster, and Roserade.
But like his whoa! What is that? What is that? Brother, what is that mega? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yo, that thing is pretty. What? Okay, I'll play the game. I'm sorry.
I got so annoyed with my Ampharos that I just had some words to say also.
But like, I love, don't get me wrong, I love Ampharos. Alright, Ampharos is literally the GOAT if he was a GOAT. But like, its level up moveset sucks donkey doo-doo. It's like so annoying to have Thundershock until you evolve. Like, literally, its level up moveset is just like, okay, Thundershock, okay, Cotton Spore, some other status move. Like, it doesn't get anything until it evolves, and then upon evolution, the special attacking Pokemon gets Thunder Punch. Like, Sir, what do you mean Thunder Punch? And he doesn't even have fists. He has little stubby arms, you know? Like, I love him. I love Ampharos so much. I still have Thunder Shock on my level 100 from so. You see, you just made me drop the Joy-Cons. That is my point. Thunder Shock, the 20 base power move. Like, as soon as I got the Thunderbolt DM, it was over. You know, like until then, the little stubby arms using Thunder Punch. It doesn't even have the stats for it. You might as well. It'll do like the same amount of damage.
That being said, even in this game, he doesn't have Dragon Pulse readily available. I feel like Pulse is even in this game at this point. I'm not so sure. After beating Corbu, we obtained the rank C, and he spent the night in the Hotel AZ. Quite the spooky encounter, but he is technically the first paying customer for the hotel in its existence. I'll take it. In the morning, he gives Tawny an enormous tip that finishes off the rest of her loan. Everyone's feeling pretty good this morning as AZ decides to grant Lita and Naveen some Mega Rings, since of course both their aces, Scrafty and Staryu, Starmie, can Mega Evolve. Lita still hasn't evolved her Staryu. I mean, it's okay, she loves it. Speaking of Staryu, Lita is first. She has a couple of small Pokemon to support her Clawcher, but it's a very quick fight. Naveen is next, and after a few knockouts, we are faced against the new Mega Scrafty, whose hood is very, interesting. Either way, he does not put up much of a fight. A person named Lebane in a main outfit of sorts comes with claiming that the owner of the SBC, Jacinth, has requested Tawny's and I's presence. Of course, my street clothes won't cut it, so we're gonna have to go and get some better clothes on the next stream. Now it is time to see this Something Battle Club people at the finest hotel in the entire city. Seems Tawny and I are very late, since once we arrive, we see some of the old trainers that we've had to beat to get here. We also introduced the battle-hungry diva Jacinth, who is forcing us to join a tournament. At that moment, we are interrupted by Vinny, who requests Tawny's presence. Man, she's got guts. Just in the middle of the introduction, she peels out. We have a strategy meeting, which is ambushed by our new friend Jacinth. She really wants us to enter this tourney, and is really quite ambitious to have broken into our meeting. Anyway, we have 3 more Rogue Megas to defeat, being Frostlass, Altaria, and Venusaur. Poor guy didn't even have his Mega Stone in the Storm Emporium like his fellow Kanto starters. Womp womp. We dash for Frostlass, and as this is the new Mega for me. Naveen is hanging out, which I prefer for his Dark-type Pokemon.
That's a little tall. Oh my gosh. Holy ice cream. What is that?
Frostlass is her. She is the moment. We love her, but I am glad this was an easy fight. Jacinth makes another appearance after the fight is over, which is creepy since her hologram color is in her own pink custom color. Oh, she's something else. We fly over to Tawny since that other Kanto starter went rogue, and the loss of Thick Fat helps Charizard make easy work of the Mega. Jacinth says hello again, and we climb a rooftop to fight against Mega Altaria. I literally have nothing for the Bulky Fairy Dragon, so I pick up an Obama Snow to help out with the fight with strong ice beams. This fight was especially difficult as Altaria was always in a very high spot throughout the fight, and even getting out of bounds to send large moonblasts our way. We were finally able to dig through the twin, and that makes 3. After returning to the hotel, it seems we are trapped in a Jacinth zone, a custom pink wild zone that the SBC leader is able to place anywhere. She's trying to convince us to join the tournament, right when we are about to go to the tournament. We beat up a couple of dragon types before going against Lebane herself, who seems to have quite the fighting spirit behind the facade she's always been forced to put up. Her team consists of a Noivern, Tyrantrum, Garchomp, and the new Mega Dragalge, which is... Why is every Mega so cool? Like, whoa! Then, of course, our next promotion match is assigned versus the SBC leader, Jacinth.
Jacinth Zone, off!
Well, time to beat up some more trainers. This time getting 41,000 points. With the combination of decently long missions and 16 battles, we are given our challenger's ticket. Alright, tourney time. 8 contenders enter, and the 9th is Jacinth, of course, as we are pinned against Canary in the first round. Our Victory Bell is able to take out the first 2 Mons, and we have our Onyx fight off the Stunfisk. Last is Electros, who we don't really counter, sacrificing Phalanx in the process before getting a victory. Next, Evor. He leads Heracross, who gets a nasty Rock Blast on Charizard before Air Slash ends it. Medicham ends up KOing after a freeze. And after Machamp goes down, we have the ultimate 1v1.
He just punched the air and then started Mega Evolving. Alright. Obviously, since this is the 1v1, we got a jousting match right here. We got a no retreat. Yes, he understands. Oh my gosh. Sadly, I only have Brick Break though. Oh my gosh, we both have Iron Head. Mega Horn. One more. Oh. Diff.
Corbu's a finalist, at least at this part of the bracket. We go against the Snakes, Arbok, and Gyarados, and his Rose Raid falls fast to our Charizard. Corbu sends out his Mega Scolipede, who gets the better of our Dragon and our Rock Snake, but we're able to win the fight and get the opportunity to fight Jacinth. This is until the flashy Booty Doggo and Lysander walk in. And to prove our strength, we have to battle it before the SBC leader. It even got a cute little bracket spot. That's so generous. A multitude of mini cells come out of nowhere, getting Zygarde into the funny snake form I always loved. Munch is a perfect Pokemon for this interaction. The Dragon Ice combination and coverage in the forms of Outrage and Ice Fang make for an easy fight. Finally, we are able for our promotion match in the best song in the game.
Here we go. Promotion match time. What is that melody? Yo. Holy moly. Oh my gosh. I thought I was leading with oh no, I wasn't. Get out of those rocks. Yo, why has she got some bumping music though? Oh my gosh. Also rock type trainer? Clefable? Clefable has a mega? You've got to be kidding me. Oh god. Not this bulky thing. What is happening? What? Why is it flying? Oh my gosh, it's in the air. It's in the air. It's in the air. Is it actually just like Togekiss now? It is just Togekiss now. It just got eliminated by that Thunderbolt. Holy moly. That's a pretty shiny. That's what being saying pretty shinies. That's a pretty mega.
Ampharos shoots down the wannabe Togekiss and we ascend to rank B. Yeah, he's dying, isn't he? Tawny really wants to help save Lumiose and is destined to hit rank A. But first we're summoned to Vinny, who warns of more rogue megas, those being Dragonite, Tyranitar, and Starmie, who are pretty strong Pokemon this time around. The first of three we visit is Starmie. Of course, we do have a little bit of a hiccup since the Rust Syndicate is blocking anyone from coming through. So Felipe has us battle him to give the excuse of not being able to stop who was coming through. Nice. We scorch his Steel Team with Charizard without much hassle at all. Felipe also gives Lita a Water Stone as a token of appreciation for our silence in their retreat. She just might finally evolve to Staryu. Sweet.
I have an idea because I saw like glimpses from release, but I haven't looked at it for real. Oh gosh. Holy, what is that? What? Oh boy. No way, it can jump? Oh my gosh.
After such an encounter, we land on top of the Tyranitar about to Mega Evolve, where Naveen is waiting for us. The T-Tar uses a multitude of sand tubes and stone edges to fend us away from it, and it even has an EQ of huge range, like I'm talking almost a whole map kind of range. But with some swaps and going through half of my team, we're finally able to best the Kaiju. We meet Tawny for the third Rogue Mega, a Dragonite. We have two Bonds who can Mega Evolve into Dragon types, and Munch is first to do so. The Dragonite makes intense storms, using a combination of Hurricanes and Thunderbolts to maximize its space and defeat us. It also goes out of range to launch some strong Hyper Beam attacks. Munch was able to go for it though, ending the winged thing. I guess. After we defeat the three, we are waiting for the plot to catch up, and Grisham is assigned as our next promotion match competitor, which would allow us to maximize our rank to A. The only thing? We have never met or seen this Grisham individual, and no one realistically should be near our rank. To get information, Emma makes us battle her first. Just like the beginning of the game, she has an Ampharos, who is joined by a Lopunny, a Mawile, a Lucario, and a Mega Malamar. A combination of Munch and Charizard are able to defeat all of Emma's team members. And why? Which is somehow over 10 years old now. We knew about Mabel's backstory with Team Flare, and she gives us the lowdown of what really happened. We are only advertised to go to the coffee truck and meet the leader of Team Flare, Novo. I don't know. But that makes like 10 gangs in the city. We really gotta step it up, Lumiose. We already have enough closed off location, the old Lysander Cafe. And since the coffee shop owner's assistant, Grizel, is very mad at us, she needs a battle to help her calm off some steam. Inside of Team Flare style, she leads with a Talonflame, a Camerupt, an Aerodactyl, a Metagross, and shows off the new Mega Evolution Pyroar. Holy man. After a quick battle, we have a coffee break and head off day 6.
Alright. Relaxing at cafes. So, a little bit of a change up as you can see from the thumbnail. We got this guy. He's so cool. Go get him, Miss Dong.
Grisham enters the secret code that was passed on for generations of Team Flare's reign to enter the secret underground lab. It is in a very run-down condition from the last 5 years of not being serviced, so much so that the Pokemon now reside in the walls of the underground labyrinth. We are required to gain access, of course, so we can understand the truth or whatever. So we go through the floors, running through old places, and have to defeat a team of 2 Honedge as well as the Aegislash so that we can finally receive the elevator key. We visit AZ's old prison and go to the bottom floor of the labs to get some history detail from a machine that still operates in the basement. Elle and Zygarde just visit after we get our history lesson. Weird, but alright, since we promptly leave the facility. We also learn Grisham has the same desire to save the city from the Mega Power threat by using Floette to do so. I'm so confused on their true purpose or desires, but maybe I'm thinking too much? Who knows? AZ then tells of the actual threat residing in the tower, a powerful energy named Ange that has had its power seeping into the rest of the city, which has been causing the rogue Mega Evolutions in the first place. Well, we don't have a ticket last I checked, so it's time to do some more battles. Our ticket requires 45,000 points, so we are going to be on the grind for that. Due to some well-placed tickets and side missions, it takes us 18 battles to get all the points we need for a challenger's ticket. Time for rank A. Grisham seems he'll put up a fight, and for the beginning part he doesn't really. Leading off of a Pangoro, Munch sets up Sword Stance and starts going to town on his team, taking out the Pangoro, the Malamar, and Pyroar. Ampharos falls down to Salamence after taking out the Tyranitar, and we have a Charizard showdown.
Charizard. Alright, bring it on, Grisham. My wasted youth, nothing on Ash and Ruin. Mega Evolve and burn it away, Charizard. Yeah? Yep, Charizard X. Alright, just because of that. Charizard, I believe in you. Mega Evolve. Come on. Show him who the real Charizard Mega is. Oh my gosh, I guess he's the real one.
Mind faints. But Steelix cleans up. We made it to rank A. We did it. That's it, right? That's it. We did it. After not doing a fist bump, Lysander warns that the tower is at its breaking point. We make it back to the hotel to learn that Tawny has also made it to rank A. Holy story progression. What kind of plot armor does she have? We are woken up in the middle of the night to see that the tower is literally glowing with Mega Energy stored inside of it. Okay, wow. We make it to the tower and Tawny is wanting to make the ascension of the tower herself, even after agreeing that the strongest trainer who was most deserving of taking care of Floette would be the one to take it. So we have a battle. What is this obsession with the folks and this flower? I don't get it. She leaves Meowstic. Munch goes through both the cat as well as the Embor, and even the next Manectric and Goodra. Charizard cleans up, the last 2 Pokemon being Avalugg and Mega Meganium. All the battle meant nothing, as Tawny still goes up the tower with Floette, which hands Tawny its Mega Stone, who lifts Tawny up to the top of the tower to the control center of Ange.
Alright. What's up, Lumiose? She started live streaming. Let's go. Oh, you did.
Seems the tower reacted in the wrong way, as intense vines and flowers erupt from the tower. Mega energy is flowing all over the city, making wild rogue megas come out of literally nowhere to ambush us. Versus a Heracross and a Gengar. It's time for an MZ strategy meeting that has opened up to strong trainers we met along the way of the higher ranks. We decided that everyone should be in a checkpoint so they can guide me, the player, and the tourist over to the Zygarde and end the threat of Ange. Our first checkpoint is with the Fist of Justice. We are pinned against a Mega Kangaskhan, Pidgeot, and Garchomp. It feels like the Megas were going for me specifically in the fight, weirdly enough. But afterwards, Winston's back, allowing Ivor and I to proceed. He and Mega Phalanx then punch some scaffolding to make a bridge for us, and we keep on going. Next is the Kinetics and Rancine Construction, who get to work while we take on a Mega Blastoise and Steelix. This fight is much slower since both are way too bulky. Instead of building a direct bridge over the spot we need to get to, we're given a huge obstacle course to navigate, which seems like a ridiculous waste of time as the city is about to meet its doom. Anyway, it's time for the next spot. The Bane is here in place of Jacinth, who helps us defeat a Mega Salamence and Aggron. The wall is a strong force, but the Dragon Lady is able to help us out while Jacinth is traveling. They created Jacinth Zone, blocking away all the other rogue Megas so that we can get away. We next beat Corbu, who is challenged by a Mega Gardevoir and Gallade. They are really strong foes in terms of output, but not the bulkiest. The rest of the Syndicate was supposed to get a ladder, but they are good at improvising.
Of course, yes. The Rust Tower ladder. What? Oh my gosh. Yes, the Mega Evolved Rust Syndicate, the human ladder. We got Short King. He's at the top. This is our highest calling, literally. Fall. You're gonna fall, man. Go get him. Oh, he did.
Oh, he dead, right? He's dead. I mean, that was like 3 stories. That's too much for me. We get ambushed by Mega Metagross, Alakazam, and Aerodactyl, and get assistance from the new Team Flare team, Grisham and Grizel. They give us a coffee break, and we're finally able to reach Zygarde. Such nice collaborations with the gang members and the leaders in the city. It really says something, you know? We walk the doggo to get a good view of Angelo, and of course we're carrying the last cell necessary to complete Zygarde. Now he's back inside of his 100% form. While he's busy up top, we have to weaken the Hyper Rogue Angeloette. This is in the form of 2 flowers, one red, one blue. And once we defeat the pair, Zygarde unleashes a strong attack on the tower. Ange fights back with a huge meteor shower of sorts, being the Light of Ruin attack, and Zygarde saves us. Pokemon like Meep are excellent here due to Charge and Thunderbolt combinations. These flowers have no weaknesses, but man, they do know how to dish it out. Zygarde comes out again to unleash another huge move. I show off just how much bullying I did to Ampharos for no reason, as it does significant damage to the flowers. After the charm of the 3rd time, Zygarde unleashes a Core Enforcer, taking it out.
Can't be no way. Something inside your satchel is shaking? Oh, the insignificant pebble. Do nothing. I can't leave my bag. All right, fine. Oh, dear Lord. Zygardeite. So it has a complete form and it can Mega Evolve? Well, I guess it's time. You sure you're ready for this, bro? Yeah, I'm ready. Zygarde, let's do it. Mega Evolve. Oh, gosh. There's too many crazy legendaries Mega Evolving. What? He just turned into a blimp. Yeah, sniper, no sniping. Corn Forester. Oh, Nihili Light? Nihil Light? Uh-oh. Oh, God. I think that might beat that Light of Ruin. Oh, it's a fireworks show! Yay!
The lights, the confetti, it's all over, as that was the last of Ange's power, and we saved the city. There's much to be done here, but it seems though the entire city is ready to be of service. If you made it this far, I would really like to say thank you for all your support, and a huge thank you as well for those who watched it with me live here. Some lowly traveler wound up in the middle of a crisis and stepped up for those who needed it. If you enjoyed, please let me know your thoughts down below. Also, wow, called it earlier, finally the 3,000-year-old man can rest.